Namaste friends, welcome to Book Talk. Honesty in life is the best policy and the biggest bliss. This is what I feel, and in this context, let me narrate to you title by the name of The Necklace. Now this title, The Necklace, was written sometime in 1884 by a French author who is known for short stories. Can you guess his name? Well, his name is Guy de Maupassant. Guy de Maupassant. So it's a tricky name because it's a French name. So friends, this is a very interesting story that has a very twisting ending, or you can say it's a very ironic ending, which was the hallmark of this particular author. And you won't be surprised that a long time back, when I was a child, there used to be a program in All India Radio by the name of Hawa Mahal. And in that program, I have many a times heard the soundtrack of this particular short story. Now, this story was first published on 17th of February in 1884 in some French newspaper. And it has a very interesting plot, and there are not too many characters in this particular story, and prime being Mathilda. Now there is a madam by the name of Mathilda Loisel. Now she is born with a misconception that she is an aristocrat, and she's supposed to enjoy things in life. And in spite of being born into a poor or a humble family, and she calls that as an accident of fate. So she's in a lower middle class family, and she really aspires for riches which are not available to her. She marries a low-paid clerk who works in the education department. Now this poor guy, he is very generous and he is very honest to his wife, but he is not able to give his wife too many riches and too many comforts, and because of which Lady Mathilda is always kind of unhappy with her husband. But with great effort, one day this person, Mr. Loisel, he comes home with a nice card which he manages somehow from his department, and that is an invitation to a ball or a party in the department, which is going to be attended by the minister and Lady Georges. So this is all. He comes very happily, and he tells his wife, "Now this is an invitation. Now you always keep cribbing that I don't take you anywhere. So with this invitation, I am going to take you to a very high place, and there is a big ball, and you'll get an opportunity to interact with people and dance." So all this he says, but the Lady Mathilda is not very happy. She turns around and says that what am I going to wear in this party? I don't have anything to wear. And this upsets the husband, and he thinks for a while, and he asks that how much will a good dress cost you, and can't you wear the gowns that you wear and go to the cinema? The lady said, no, I cannot wear all that. All that is rubbish. And she says that if you want to buy a proper dress, it's going to cost some 400 francs. And so the husband thinks he was trying to save some money to buy a rifle for himself for occasional shoots. So he decides, and he tells his wife, okay, I'll give you 400 francs, you go and buy a particular dress that you like. So for the moment, Mathilda is happy. She takes that 400 francs and she goes to the market and she buys a dress for himself. But after coming back home, she is again unhappy. Now this time again the husband asks, what is your problem? She says, I've got the dress, Where are the jewels? What am I going to wear? Should I look like a mediocre? Should I look like a poor person in front of all these big shots? So the husband says, there is no problem. Why don't you buy some roses and natural flowers and wear it along with this particular dress? It's going to look superb, superlative. It'll look. But she's not at all impressed, and she pulls a long face and she throws the invitation and says, go and give it to some of your colleague whose wife is better equipped to go and go to these parties. So then the husband suggests that you got this very good friend of yours, Madam Jean Forestier. Why don't you ask Lady Forestier to loan you some jewels that you can wear for the night and give it back to her? Then suddenly Matilda jumps and she says, yes, that's a good idea. And she decides to go and meet her friend Forestier. And when she goes there, she goes through all her jewels, and finally she selects a big, very nice diamond necklace for the ball. But when she goes for the ball, she wears that necklace, and people are really gaga about her, and she gets a lot of praises. But when she returns, she finds the necklace is missing. She has lost the necklace. She tries to find a quick way then to replace it. She goes to a shop and buys a similar necklace for 36,000 francs. Mind you, this snobbery of hers costs a lot of money now, 36,000 francs, and she has to sell, the couple has to sell out everything. They have to secure high loans at high interest to buy this particular necklace for 36,000 francs, and in the process they lose everything, and their lifestyle changes. They have to shift their house to a very dingy place. Matilda has to do all the work herself, and soon she starts looking very haggard. And so time passes. She realizes a mistake, and then one day after 10 years, while she's walking around the park, she comes across Madame Forestier, and who barely recognizes Matilda, and Matilda really has to introduce herself, that see, I am your old friend. And then Forestier asks that how come you are in such a bad and shabby state? Then Matilda recounts the entire happenings about the necklace that she had borrowed and she lost, and then she blames it on her friend Forestier, and says that it's all because of you, or because of that necklace that I had bought from you to wear just for a night has changed the complexion of my life. And today, see, we have paid all the loans, but in the process I have lost my 10 glorious years of my life. And then this lady friend of hers, Forrester, catches hold of Matilda's hands and says, you came and gave me that original necklace back just after 3 days, and why did you give it? Why did you buy that for 36,000 pounds, for 36,000 francs? Because the original necklace that I had was only a fake, or made of paste that you call it. It was not a real one, and it only costed some 500 francs. And had you come and told me, I would have told you, give me 500 francs, the matter would have ended. So friends, the theme of the story is very interesting. And there is the necklace is a dichotomy of reality versus appearance. Matilda is beautiful outside, she looks very nice, but inside she is always fuming with the thought of less money that she has in life. She thinks that money can buy everything, and on contrary to that, the husband thinks that generosity and kindness is and being honest with yourself and with others is the best practice in life. And Matilda, of course, believes that material things can buy a lot of happiness, and this is why she never told her friend that she is not as rich as her. She always maintained with Lady Forrester that she is as or equivalent to her in terms of riches, and that was the reason why she never went and told her about her poor lifestyle, and she thought that by returning the necklace the very third day, she will be on an equal footing with that particular lady, but that was not correct. Because of her pride and possession with wealth, Matilda loses years of her life and spends all her savings on replacing the necklace, only to find out that the original necklace was a farce. The story demonstrates the value of honesty. This is what the point I had made in the beginning. It demonstrates the value of honesty. If Matilda had been honest to Madame Forrester, she'd likely have been easily replaced the necklace and enjoy her balanced life. Friends, this particular story has also been adapted into many films and soundtracks, one being The Diamond Necklace in the year 1921 by a British silent film. Then A String of Pearls was a Chinese movie that came out in 1926 in the same with the same theme. Of course, I have told you about Hawa Mahal, where this was broadcasted several times in Hindi, and there is another and also this particular short story has been played in a Tamil play by the name of Vanilla Weed. It has the same theme. So friends, the moral of this particular story is that be honest with yourself, be honest to others, don't wear a sham, for that is dangerous in life. And friends, if you've liked this particular title, please share it, subscribe our channel, and soon we'll come out with another story for you. Till then, goodbye.